Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Milk Room Podcast. My name is Kimberly. I am your host, and today I'm sitting here with Nishwakie.
Hello, hi. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to have you here for so long.
Thank you for having me. It's been a while. We're trying to set this up together. I remember that.
Yeah, I know. Is this your first interview?
Each second in life, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Look at you practicing.
Trying to get a hang of things.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Because Nishwakie, you make music.
I do make music.
And
I
how
do.
long have you made music for?
I'd say seriously, it's been around 6 years so far.
Wow.
Yeah, long time.
Yeah. But also, like, there's a long time ahead for you to keep making music.
True. Yes. We have a lot of stuff working on right now, trying to push everything really forward. I'm calling this my crash out year because I'm going to be crashing out. I'm going to be dropping
Really?
nonstop. Yeah.
I'm excited because your last single was Plastic Blue Slide?
It was Plastic Blue Slide. Then we did Nova right after that one.
Oh, so Nova was released later.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Nova is doing really well, isn't it?
Really well on the platform. Yes, everyone really loves Nova. I mean, for me, it's heartwarming because it was I was getting back to my island roots with making that song.
Yeah.
So for it to be well received was very inspiring to me.
Yeah, you make amazing music. Your music
thank
is
you.
very serene.
I try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What inspires you?
A lot of it is inspired by, I'd say, real world things that happen with me. A lot of relationships, past relationships. Also just little struggles that I go throughout the artist process of just having a job and being an artist at the same time,
Right.
juggling all that. It's just very hard. But yeah, that's really what I try to put into the music, be like an outlet for that.
Yeah.
In a sense, yeah.
And that's so relatable because it's be hard out here.
It's hard. She told me.
Yeah, I know. And you're independent.
Yeah, no lip, nothing. Just out here, just me in my my little box studio. That's probably smaller than this room.
Oh.
Yeah.
But that's how all the greatest artists start.
Sure. Yes.
So Nova, tell me about Nova. What do you think that one resonated with people?
From Nova, for me, Nova was I was trying to manifest my dream relationship. I was single for 3 years, and I really wanted to basically put on into words what I visualized stepping back into a relationship would feel like. And I think people resonate with that because if they're seeing someone or if they're about to see someone, it's kind of just like a very romantic introduction into that person.
Right.
And I think that's what resonated with a lot of people is the closeness, the peace that it brings being with the right person that you're with, and how it kind of just helps you go through this world a little bit easier when you have that support system.
That's
with that
so
person.
real, especially because it's so hard to find someone.
It's hard. It's hard. Because everyone's different. You're also a different person too as well. So I think being an artist is also incredibly hard because the schedule, the work that you have to do, there's a lot of vulnerabilities you have to express in your work and your art. So I think it's just
exactly.
Yeah, it's very multifaceted. It's very hard.
Yeah, nothing is I think as vulnerable as music. Like literally putting pen to paper, processing your emotions. It's crazy. And I want to know, when did you write your first song?
Ooh, that is a good question. My first song, I think it was called Holding. It was called Holding, and I dropped it on SoundCloud. It was 2016, 2017.
Wow.
Yeah.
Almost a decade.
Don't remind me how.
Dang, I know. And what was that song about? Can we still find it on SoundCloud?
Holding was, I think, during that period of time, I just got out of high school, and I was trying to find my place in the world. So Holding for me was trying to kind of nurture myself back into being who I was or who I am, because high school was kind of just very rough for me. So I think that song was more of a laying out the plan for me to go back into myself and find who I am again.
Literally.
Yeah.
I know high school's a tough time because you literally let go of yourself for a hot minute.
And I moved here from St. Lucia.
Oh, wow.
And I literally just started, I landed here August 12, 2013, and I started school the same day.
Really? I came here in 2013 too.
Really?
From Honduras.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Immigrants.
Shout out to immigrants. Hey. No, exactly. That's awesome. Well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a wild ride. Just culture shock. Complete culture shock. Yeah.
Wow. And how was that? Like, did you have any, let's say, because obviously I don't know anything about Port St. Lucia, you know, like, was the media different? Like, how was that?
Media entertainment is all different. Now it's a little bit more progressive. Back then, my mom wouldn't let me listen to rap music at all. Like no Kanye, no Rick Ross, no Drake. It was just. She was like, "This is like the devil's music. Like, don't listen to this. Like, you become a." I would wear a snapback in front of my mom. Like, it's just a snapback. She's like, "Are you in a gang? Do you join a gang?" And I'm like, "Mom,
I know.
It's a hat. Like,
yeah.
My hair's messy today."
I know. I get it though. Yeah. Like anything that's out of the ordinary is looked down upon, and just because you don't see it.
You don't see it. Yeah.
So how do you think like that translates into your music? Because is that like, is it a place that's supportive of creativity, or do you feel like you're breaking barriers there?
I think definitely breaking a lot of barriers. As it pertains to if I were to make music back home, I feel like music back home, I think it has its own sound. It's there's this whole different genre of music back home. A lot of people don't lean into like R&B or jazz like that back home, but for me, making R&B music, making like a little bit of rap, stepping that a little bit, was new for my cousins back home to experience. Or like, I didn't even know you could do this, so I didn't even know this was a thing that we could even vibe to or understand.
Yeah.
But it was very freeing moving here because, I explored everything. I explored everything when I was here, and back then I feel like I just really couldn't.
Yeah. No, you just like. Did you feel though that there was something inside you that, like, was like that creativity, like that artistry? Did you feel it when you were growing up?
Yes, I felt the first time I experienced like live music, because we have a lot of hotels on the island because it's a tourism destination.
Yeah.
And my mom also owned a restaurant.
Ooh.
And I remember seeing the artists perform, and I also would DJ there sometimes at like 8 years old.
You?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just on my mom's like lap, just yeah. It was so much fun. But yeah, I saw that there's some part of me that knew that St. Lucia wasn't like the end of it all. Just some part of me that just knew I was not going to fully like be here 100% of the time, but I didn't know I would end up in LA or America.
No, literally. I feel the exact same way because when I was little, like, I don't know. There was just something inside me that felt like I wasn't going to stay there forever. It's just so interesting.
It's a weird feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. And with music, what made you start?
I think I was tired of not pushing myself to do the things I really wanted to do. I would hear music and I would love it, but I didn't know we could really produce it until when I went to high school. I had this friend who pretty much produced music himself and was like, hey, like, this is how I do stuff. And I kind of just learned from him how to produce it myself, and then
you produce your own music?
Yeah, we do that all.
Mm-hmm. You do it all by yourself?
Oh, we did do some collaborative with Better Late Than Never, my two EPs, Better Late Than Never and Minerva. We did have collab, but Nova was all self-produced. Me and Josh just in my little studio, and also Plastic Blue Side.
Yeah. I love Plastic Blue Side. That was really
Thank
good.
You.
Yeah, it was really good. Your style's very unique.
Yeah.
It's very unique. It's very island, but it's also very R&B. And very like even a little bit of reggae. But like, I don't know. It just makes me feel like I'm at the beach.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, I've been to one of your live shows, like maybe 3 years ago.
Which one was that?
We were like at a park, and like there was like a rock on one side, and you were like on another side, and like honestly, it gave me like SpongeBob vibes. Like but in the best way possible. Yeah.
3 years ago. Was this on July 4th?
I think it was around July 4th.
That was an incredible show. I'm not sure if this is the show you're talking about. Then the cops pulled up at like 10, 11 because people started popping fireworks.
You're lying.
In the park, yeah.
What?
So the thing is, the show blew up on TikTok.
Oh.
And so it went from like 40, 50 people being there to like 300 people being there. And yeah, and Yeah, people started popping fireworks, and then the cops pulled up, and it was a whole mayhem.
Period.
It was a whole mayhem.
That's how you know you're making it, though, when you get the cops called on you. That's crazy. Have you done any more live performances lately?
We have not really done. We did do a benefit concert last year for the LA Children's Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a toy drive, and then we went and we distributed the toys. But I'm looking to do more shows this year, more community-driven events, just because, the fires just happened.
Yeah.
And also, I just feel like a lot of people really need community right now, especially with everything going on.
We do. And I think, like, as an audience, we're craving humanity.
I think so, yes.
And we're craving that integrity in musical artists, like that honesty, that transparency, that rawness. Because I think for so long, it's been an industry where everything's so carefully curated and, like, robotic even. So many industry plants.
It's for the algorithm.
Exactly. And honestly, too many people that have been there for way too long. Like,
yes.
right? Like, I'm trying to see you at the Grammys next year. Like,
I'm gonna try. We'll see.
Right? No, I'm so excited. But have you even released an album yet, or just singles and EPs?
So I just did singles and EPs. Now I'm doing more singles just because have to play the game with the algorithm before we join, because I think I want to build more audience with the singles before I produce an album, because the 2 EPs I did were very, very time consuming, cost a lot of money to produce, and then, not really get as much listeners as I wanted to. So I think with the singles, we're going to just work our way there until I have like a body of work.
That's awesome. And we can find like unreleased music on SoundCloud too.
Yes, you can. Yes, I have a lot of stuff on there that is very old.
That's so crazy. How do you feel like you are differentiating yourself to other musical artists out there?
I try to just draw from me, like my full self, full like soul when I'm writing. I try not to be replicative of other artists' lyricism. Obviously, it's very hard to nowadays, but I think for me, I just try to zone myself out from the rest of the world. And when I'm writing the music I'm making, I try to make sure it's like very in tune with myself and what I want to put out. Yeah.
Interesting. Any of the singles that are upcoming this year, is there anyone you're particularly most excited about?
Ooh, yes. There's one called Murderer that we're going to be dropping, I believe.
Wait, Murderer? Or?
Murderer, yeah.
Ooh.
It's very... Very it's a very fun song, but it's also very deeply like introspective song, and I think it has to do a lot with me breaking away from my old self of the person I was in high school to finding myself again, and then the progression of who I am today. So I think a lot of people are gonna like it. It's a very fun song. It's a very good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. How do you feel now? Because like I said, like you are gaining a little bit of popularity.
A little bit, yeah.
How is that starting to feel?
It feels good. I'm just happy that I feel so blessed that people are resonating with the music, and I just feel happy that I could expand the community and get to hang out more with the people that really support and love each other. I think being part of this community and also just continuing my music has helped a lot with validating, I guess, me as an artist, and also making sure that I know that I still have to put stuff out. I still have to continue this journey. I can't stop.
Yeah.
Because if I do, there's gonna be some people that are disappointed.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna be disappointed.
Exactly.
Right? No,
so, yeah.
That's so crazy. So when making music, what's your favorite part? Is it writing, producing, like singing? What's your favorite part?
I believe the writing part is my favorite part. Production is also fun too, but writing, I get to see how much of myself I'm putting into the song, and how much I could even expand if I don't feel I'm putting enough.
Right.
And I always have this this layer of meaning that I put behind the lyrics, where I think has to come from, I guess, deep within me. If I'm writing too surfaced, I could see that, and I could go back and take that off and be like, okay, I'm writing this all over again, because it doesn't feel like I'm being authentic in this verse. Yeah.
I see. Is there a particular song in your discography that you wish you could go back to and like just re-edit or like release like a remix version, remastered?
That's a good question. Wow. Okay. In my discography, let's see. I'd say Damn. That's a hard question. Hard question. Let's see. I'd say. Let's see.
Because if you're proud of your work, that's okay too.
So, yeah, I am proud of it. But there is. I'd say. I did a verse on. It's a Wire. It's called Wire. There's just definitely a line in there I would just love to change just because I felt like it wasn't what I originally wanted to say, but I put it in there just because we're trying to finish the song and then just get it out as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And when that happens, it always irks me when I hear the line because I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
You're like, I wish you could change.
Yeah, right? It's like a little cringe, but it's like, okay, what's out, you know?
Yeah, and so do you have a team? Who's part of your team?
So I do have a band. My band is Josh Feliciano, Fahim also has just joined us on bass. Jello also does bass for us sometimes as well. Quincy mainly produced most of our stuff from back in the day, but now we're gonna go back into production with him. And I believe, am I missing anyone? We have Breezy on keys right now, and we also have Finn also on sax sometimes.
Awesome.
But I believe that's the full. I think that's a full band.
I'm dead.
If I'm missing anyone, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Right? So do you guys does your band release music separately, or is it all under Nishwakie?
So yeah, most of the music released right now is under me. I mean, everyone is has their hand in a bit of everything else. Like Fahim is an amazing guitarist. Fahim tours for people that I can't name on here, but Fahim is an incredible artist. He's a really good guitarist, and everyone else does like little stuff. Quincy produces for a lot of label people. Josh also does guitar licks for a lot of like talented individuals as well. So everyone has their hands in a little bit of everything, but at the end of the day, they all come back and they're like, okay, cool, like we're gonna continue pushing Nishwakie forward.
That's
in any way that we can.
They believe in you.
They believe in me before I even knew how to believe in myself, which is I owe it to them. I really owe it to them.
Yeah, because you're very talented, and I'm happy that I'm seeing like that attention on your music, because like I said, it's just different, and like it's refreshing.
Thank you so much.
Yes, we need that. So, and I want to know, like, do you have like a specific persona, or like is it all you?
It's all me. I don't have a specific persona. I want to be all me. This is why I chose my artist name to be Nishwakie, because Nishwakie is my middle name. And
your first name is Tariq.
My first name is Tariq.
I forgot about that for a minute.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's my middle name. It was the name given to me by my birth mother, and I did grow up adopted, but to me, it just speaks to me as the person that I really wanted to be, because I felt like growing up, I didn't really feel like I could fully be myself, and just in the type of household that I lived in, and when I came to LA. I really wanted to push my authentic self and be like, I want to be 100% myself without any boundaries on me. Yeah. So I decided to just do Nishwakie, and it's just all me, no persona. The only persona is just me being more myself, I think.
Yeah, I'm dead. And we need more of that.
Yeah?
Yeah,
okay.
We need more of that. So when do you think we'll be seeing an album coming out?
Ooh, album. God. You asked a really hard question.
Yes. Okay, or at least a music video.
Okay, a music video. Okay, so we did shoot a Nova music video. I'm not sure that it's gonna come out soon. I'm not sure what this year, but the album is probably gonna come out. I'd say November 2025.
Wow, that's soon.
That's soon. Let's see how the summer goes, and then we'll get into the album. Yeah.
That's so interesting. Yeah. What are you planning to do to promote your music?
More content, more reels. Trying to get into streaming. I started streaming too.
What's your username on streaming?
It's Nishwakie.
At Nishwakie on everything.
At Nishwakie on everything. Trying to do more TikToks. I don't like TikTok, but I'm trying to get more into it. I feel like as an artist, it's hard to like do all these other different things that really just doesn't pertain to music, but it has to be like as an artist in this generation, in this time, you have to.
It's so important. I know it's not like back in the day where you could just like put your music like on the radio or like slide it to a DJ.
Exactly.
Now you really either have to find it online or hear it from someone else.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm trying to get myself out more on the online space. I feel like I just have to do it. I mean, I just don't owe it to myself, but I owe it to also the people who believe in me to like have the music actually expand and reach more people.
That's awesome. And can you give me like a little bit of on the Nova music video?
What do you mean?
I want to know.
T?
Yeah, T. Yeah, I want to know a little bit.
Nova music video. For me, it's about who. So in the Nova music video, you're gonna see a lot of dancing. There is a party scene, and for me, it was like the expression of how do I express love in something that people could really like relate to and understand, but also how it makes in context of the song. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty much. I think that's the whole concept is you versus your belief and what you think, your perspective of what love is.
Yeah. Sometimes when it comes to love, you are your own worst enemy.
True. That's very true. Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like we beat ourselves up too much or overthink everything, and like everything is so competitive now.
It is. I mean, it has to do with I think the explosion of social media because everyone's like seeing what everyone else is having, and they want the same thing too, which is not a bad thing, but it's definitely not a good thing if you're cheating on your own life because of other people. Yeah. I
understand. Yeah. I have a question. So, what's a song that you think is underrated in your like singles discography?
Jag, for sure. Jag. It's called GAG. It's called Just a Game. Mm-hmm. I wrote it with shout out Asiatica and Jean Paul. He used to be Jean Placide, but it's Jean Paul now. Okay. And my homegirl also Luna. We produced this with Quincy back in the day. Really, that song is my most, like for me, it's my most favorite production song ever. It's just so good. We did a reaction. I think what is it called? Green Tea Studios. Mm-hmm. They had a live show, a live Instagram, and they were like reacting to songs. Yeah. And they played that song, and they were like floored. They're like, "What is this?" Like, and to me, it's my favorite song. The guitar lick, Josh comes in the beginning. It's just very well produced. Like I was popping off. Yeah. I remember writing that song too, and I was hungover as shit. I was like, shit, but then we made that song. I was like, oh, like
that's crazy discipline. Yeah. I'm like, damn. When I'm hungover, I don't want to do anything. Like, I'm like just in bed. Like, can it be the next day already? Because I want to get over this.
I feel that.
Right? Oh my god. So when did you release that song?
That song came out, I believe, November of like 2021 or 22 or something like that. Yeah.
Wow, it was a minute ago.
A minute ago, but. I still, it's most underrated song because, oh my God, like, you hear it and we're like, oh, I didn't even know he made this.
Wow, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. And it's like, have you thought about maybe doing something to kind of like re-promote it and have, like, since it's such a song that resonates so much for you? Yeah,
my plan is to build a video production budget so I could do a music video for it, like, where everyone could come in and do best. And then when we go back into the studio with Quincy this summer, we're gonna basically just redo some vocals on that song and try to get it out with a better master as well.
That's beautiful. You have a lot of music out. Have you ever thought about doing like a listening party?
No, I did not think of doing. I definitely maybe I should.
Right, because you've been to Hype Studios, right?
I've been to Hype Studios. Yeah, I love Hype. Shout out Hype Studios.
Shout out Hype Studios.
I recorded my entire Minerva EP at Hype Studios.
Wow! Yeah, look at that.
We won Season of Artist of the Year and. We did the EP there, but shout out Hype Studios. I definitely would love to do one if
you should definitely do one because I think like your music's really magical. Like I feel like it's something that people should experience like collectively as a group. You know, like it is music that you can like I think really be vulnerable with when you're by yourself, but I think it's also music that you can be vulnerable with others. Yeah,
I agree. It's I'd say it's very soulful. It
is very soulful. I will say, is love like one of the main things that inspires you when it comes to music?
I'd say love, and just trusting your own self, your own emotions, and your own morality. But love has to do with the main core of my music. I'd say, yeah.
And is there a specific song that maybe reminds you of like your biggest heartbreak?
Oh, biggest heartbreak. I don't think I have one that. Oh yeah, it's called The Wake. Yeah, it's called The Wake. That one's on SoundCloud. It's not out on Spotify. Ooh. But that was one of my biggest heartbreak songs. That was not more.
Really? Tell me about it. I want to hear. I want to know the tea.
The tea for tea. No, I was dating this girl. she was my best friend the entirety of high school, and we nothing happened though until after high school. Like she decided to change that. I didn't know anything that was going to happen, but before that happened. And then long to make a long story short, she ended up seeing other people while we were together.
Oh. Man.
Twice. And yeah, right. And yeah, that was just like, it was very heartbreaking because I feel like that was my first like deep like love, and we were best friends, so I thought, I knew this person, why would they ever, do this to me?
Yeah.
But yeah, after that whole thing, I had to just come back out of it, and that song was pretty much like very appreciative of her as a person, as a human being, but also recognizing like she completely destroyed me,
She stepped all over you.
She did.
Like twice at that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Is your SoundCloud Nishwakie too?
It's Nishwakie too. I think it's still Nishwakie, yes.
And have you thought about maybe like releasing that on Spotify? I feel like that would be a song that so many people would relate to.
I would want to. I just don't know how it sounds mix wise, and I don't know where this stands for those. I don't know, because back then I had this this Toshiba laptop that died on me.
No.
Yeah, yeah, right. So I don't know. A lot of it's just like I don't know where the files are, but if I find them, I'll definitely upload them. Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm so sorry about that.
Hey, it's but life,
artists must suffer through the pain. That's what they call it, painting,
right? Exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
no, exactly, and like. I don't know. It's the best way you can channel those emotions, like music, and that's just insane,
I try.
So, do you have any new projects coming up that you're more excited about?
New projects, yes. So we're gonna be dropping Neon with the homie Jello. Not the Jello that released that other song. That's not that one. Whoa, not that one. No, my homie Jello, we did 6495 together.
And what's that one about?
Oh, that's a deep song. So it's 6495. I used to have this 95 Buick LeSabre that I had to live in for 4 months because of the time situation that happened. And I was driving down PCH, and I just, despite everything that was going on in my life, I kind of just learned to appreciate that I have this car. Even though I'm living in it, I have this car. I'm driving down the PCH right now. I'm watching the sunset. I could still afford to eat. So what really what really is like hurting me right now? Is it the fact that I don't have a place, or is it the fact that I'm just insecure about being in this position right now?
Wow.
And for me, it was like just being appreciative of, like, I'm driving down this street. It's hot as hell because my AC don't work, but I also can drive, and I also can appreciate the sunset, and that's like a beautiful moment. That's something I think I hold close to my heart, is where I could actually just sit in that moment and be like, okay, this is still a beautiful place to be, even though. So that song kind of draws from that experience.
Yeah.
Just driving down the street in my car, windows down, blasting music.
Wow. Yeah. That really shows you that it's about the journey, not the destination.
It's the journey, yes.
You know what I mean? Like, 'cause I think it's those struggles that make everything else so much more worth.
Yeah, it's definitely, I can't even tell you how I got through that whole thing, but I got through it, and I'm like, okay, yeah.
Because you have a bigger purpose.
Yes.
Yeah, you're meant for more. But you were saying that you were working with a producer that helped you with the song, or a musician?
No, Jello. Yes, Jello is part of the group called Dearly now. Mm-hmm. They had a show at the Moroccan Lounge recently. Shout out Andrea, JD, and Jello, and Jackson Rao. No, Jello, yeah, amazing. He helped me do sound for my Tiny Desk that I just dropped.
Oh my
recently.
God, I wanted to ask you about that. I was so deep into oh my God, everything else. I want to know so much tea that I literally just reposted your Tiny Desk submission.
Yes.
Wow. So your friend Jello.
Mm-hmm, yeah, he does sound for that. Jello produces for a lot of people right now, mainly for the homegirl Darian Giselle. She also dropped her Tiny Desk too.
Shout out to Darian.
But yeah, Jello is incredible. I met him, my friend Daniel's place. We were just chilling, and then I didn't know he rapped before, which is crazy because we worked at Pacific Theaters together, and Didn't know he did music. We just chilling one time. He's like, hey, I want to show you the song I made.
Right.
Show me the song, and I heard him rap. And I was like, yeah, you definitely get on this song that I just made called 6495.
Oh my god!
And then
So he's on 6495.
He's on 6495.
Wow. Is he in your new song too?
Yeah, so it's gonna be Neon. That's gonna be dropping, hopefully in March, when I get the mixes back and everything.
Wow.
Yeah,
so you're gonna announce the date on IG, or do you have a date?
I'm gonna announce the date on IG.
Okay, because I'm trying to know. Yeah. I'm trying to know.
Yeah, no. If I had a definitive date, I'll definitely let you guys know. But yeah, no, I'll have to wait back till we get the final master, and then I'll know for sure.
Awesome. And how was it submitting for a Tiny Desk? How was that? How was the recording process?
Very tough. We had to. Everything kind of just went south. Like, so we planned everything out, and the videographer was like, yes, we're able to do it, blah, blah. And then everyone was like, okay, cool. Then the day we had to shoot, the day before, videographer was like, oh, actually, I can't make it. And I was like, oh, all right, cool. I'll just, I'll shoot on my phone or whatever. It's fine. But we'll still do it. And I was supposed to do it in my yard outside, but then it was going to rain. But last week it didn't say it was going to rain.
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks ago. And the thing is, I came back from vacation. I went back home, St. Lucia, came back, and then I had to, just plan it in, 2 weeks. So it was like, okay, well, either we do this now or we're going to miss the deadline.
Yeah. You can't do that.
I'm going to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
So we had to stuff everyone in this room smaller than this one. Literally just packed. We couldn't really get a really full camera angle either. Lo and behold, thank God for Jello and everyone for pulling through. Mauricio, Fahim, Josh, Quincy came through, and we just did it. Just sit down, you know what? Let's just do it. We're in this tiny room. It's uncomfortable, but at least we could fit. Yeah. And then I was able to get the homies Rondez and Amblasia to sing backgrounds, and we just ran it for 5 times. We're like, well, just pick one and submit it, because at this time it was
Yeah.
And then one of the cameras died.
No.
It's a lot of things just went wrong. Cameras died. The other camera was filmed vertically, so we can really use the angle. It was but my DJI, trusty DJI Osmo Pocket 2, shot the whole thing.
Wow.
We were just submit it, yeah.
You're the definition of to make do with what you got.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I would have gotten so frustrated. I would have given up for a hot minute. I would have been like, you know what? Next year there's always next year.
There's always next year.
There's always next year. Wait, how often do they do submissions?
They do it every year now.
Every year?
So, yeah. So, you could always make it next year, so.
Oh, they need to do better, though.
Yeah.
They need to do 2 a year.
You're right.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, my God, that's literally such a struggle.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And what songs did you perform there?
For the submission?
Uh-huh.
I did Nova, and I was going to just do more of my earlier catalogs, so 6495 and Space Cookie and Wire. But I just did Nova for the submission. And then if they asked us to perform, then we'll probably do those other 3, yeah.
Fun. I really hope that you get chosen, because...
We'll see,
But honestly, with all your struggles that you have gone through, it makes me know that you are on the right track, and I'm happy that people are appreciating your music organically, finding it somehow and appreciating it somehow, some way, because it's God's plan, God's plan. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
Nishwakie, I hope to see more of you. I'm excited for what 2025 is to come, and thank you for being here, and thank you everyone for listening.
Thank you. Bye.